Okay, we can start. We have three equations in the model. ut minus 1 equal to minus delta, which multiplies gty minus the natural rate of growth, gn. Then we have the Phillips curve pi t minus 1 equal to minus alpha ut minus the natural employment rate. The real GDP growth rate is equal to the growth rate in nominal money stock minus pi t, because our hypothesis is that here we consider just monetary policy and not fiscal policies. In order to understand anti-inflationary policy, we can take alpha equal to 1, delta equal to 0.5, gn, the natural growth rate, equal to 3%. I remember that the natural growth rate is the growth rate if the actual real growth rate is equal to the natural growth rate, the employment rate doesn't change, is ut minus 1. Then we have the natural unemployment rate, which is equal to 6%. Remember that the natural unemployment rate is the unemployment rate at which the inflation rate doesn't change. Then we have the huge inflation rate pi t minus 1 equal to 21%. So our aim is to reduce this inflation rate towards a target rate pi star equal to 5%. One hypothesis to reduce this inflation rate, this very huge inflation rate, is in one single period to reduce the inflation rate from 21% towards 5%. So, applying the Phillips curve, we have 5%, which is pi t minus 1 is 21%, equal to minus alpha, which is 1, so is equal to minus ut minus un. Solving this, un is equal to 6%, so we can solve this equation by ut, and we get ut equal to this is plus 6 minus 6, and this is, ut is equal to 22%. So in order to reduce inflation rate in to 5%, we need an unemployment rate equal to 22%. In order to have an employment rate of 22%, we have to consider the so-called Oku law. So we need to have 22%, which is ut minus 1, which is 6%, equal to minus delta, which is minus 0.5, times gty, which is the real GDP growth rate, minus the natural growth rate, which is equal to 3%. Solving this equation, we get a GDP growth rate equal to minus 32%. So we need to have a recession of the GDP growth equal to 32%, a very deep and very dangerous recession. So now we can compute the growth in money stock central bank must impose in order to have this great recession. So we have minus 32% equal to, we are applying this equation, equal to the GTM, which is the growth of rate in real money, in nominal money stock, minus the inflation rate we are trying to get by t, which is 5%. and this means a reduction in uh, the nominal money stock of 24%. This is when we want to reduce the inflation rate in one shot, but it's not possible because we have to, remember, we need to improve the unemployment rate to 22%. So now we can consider a less dangerous situation in which we reduce the inflation rate by 1% each year. So in this case, well, we can consider an inflation rate applying the second equation, minus 1 equal to ut minus 6%, which means an unemployment rate equal to 7%. But this is a very long anti-inflation process, so we can also to reduce inflation rate by 2% each year, and we have to raise the unemployment rate by 2%. So we have to get an unemployment rate equal to 8%.